One moment. One moment. One moment. No, let's go watch the Buccaneers, I guess. Yeah. It has happened. If we got jam packed. Yes, we have our bowl games. We have our first round of bowl games. We got a lot to talk about. What is good, guys? Holy crap! The committee. Oh, we'll start off. We'll do everything. We'll do reaction first, and then we'll get into it. Let me pull this up. But first, we're just going to share. I'm gonna just put this up here. And we're gonna go over it. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, your 12 teams are in. Let's go from 12 to 1. Let's go from 1 to 12. So, Indiana is going. Hold on. All right. So, let's go ahead and talk. So, from 1, so Indiana, which in Ohio State, not a big surprise. Not a big surprise. Ohio State, Indiana. I knew I was going. I had it on here as well. They were in the same place. Oh yeah, let's go over it quickly. So the Alex poll, if you remember from last night, I did this last night. Hold on. I did this last night, and I made the final ranking. So I went 10 for 12. So I went 13 for 12. Sorry, 9. I think I went either 9. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2. Three. Yeah, okay. So, by the way, this is so after bowl games. So here it is. So I was 9 for 10. I was 9 for 12, which is not bad. It's 3 teams I did not get right. The teams I got right were James Madison at 12. I have 12 James Madison. I got that right. 11 I got was correct, was Tulane. I got Alabama, Oklahoma, A&M, Ole Miss, Oregon, Tech, Georgia, and yeah, that was pretty much it. The 3 I missed: Ohio State, Indiana, and Notre Dame. So all right, so alrighty. Hold on. Yeah, but yeah, I did it. I finally got above 5. So let's take a look at it. Let's go over this. Like I said, we're going to go over it. So James Madison and Oregon, this game, honestly, I swear to God, this game is going to be the massacre of the college football playoff. you have, let's see, you have one, two sacrificial lambs about to be given to the gods of the committee. Let's just go and say Oregon's playing Texas Tech, and to Ole Miss will rematch Georgia. But here it is. This game right here is going to be beautiful. This is on Saturday. This will be on December 19th, and it is going to be Alabama coming to Norman and taking on the Sooners in a rematch. And uh, Tampa Bay's out of the playoffs. Okay, let's go switch it back to this. See if this game decided to come back on. Oh, not Buffalo Wings came. What about Channel 6? Let's see, who else is playing right now? Yeah, Jaguars done, that's good. Broncos and Raiders is on CBS. So hopefully this goes straight to Broncos game because that's what we're doing. Anyways, the committee did the right thing. I'm not shocked at all. I don't even need to do a reaction. It's been over. I'm not shocked at all. The committee made up for their mistakes and the injustice. The only thing that concerns me is this team right here, the team that just beat the number one team. Unfortunately, though, we will not be getting another rematch. It's sad. But I can't wait. This is going to be the window. These games right here. These three teams are going to be the teams to watch. Because if Oklahoma beat Alabama for the fourth year in a row, for the third year in a, I mean, for the fourth time since they played each other, since Oklahoma moved to the SEC, here's what's gonna happen. Indiana, I don't even care if Indiana blows us out, whatever. We made it to the semifinals. We own Alabama. Now, if you remember, there's a little thing called the SEC Ring of Fire. If I can grab that out. So the SEC Ring of Fire goes something like this. I don't have it on me. Georgia beats Texas. Texas beats Oklahoma. Oklahoma beats Alabama. Alabama beats Georgia. Again, you can't make that shit up. It is the perfect synopsis of the top four blue-blooded SEC. Like, these are SEC programs are the blue buds. Like, they hold the SEC together. So if you thought Tennessee, Ole Miss, they hold it. No, Oklahoma, Texas, Georgia, Alabama, they hold the entire conference together. That is why everyone, because they are the biggest they're the largest brands in the SEC. Because every high recruit goes to Oklahoma, every high recruit wants to go to Texas, every high recruit's going to Alabama, Georgia. So you're always going to have those teams side by side. It's just a factor of the SEC. Even though now you have teams like Vanderbilt, Tennessee, Florida, if you just brand wise, Ole Miss, Auburn, South Carolina. I mean, really nothing, really not other big brands. But you have all of those teams. They get the back end of those four programs. Now, you can complain all you want about Texas, but the only reason Oklahoma is still ahead of you is because they have the better resume. Going back to the rules say there it goes from this criteria. It goes strength of record, eyeball, head to head, eyeball test, and coaches. For instance, Ole Miss, whatever. I'm not going to go into it. It's already been talked about the Florida State and all that FSU, but here's what happened. Because Oklahoma won, the committee could not penalize Texas, cannot penalize Oklahoma for beating not only the number 2 team in the SEC, but also beating the number 25 team in the SEC, and of course every beating LSU and Missouri, who Missouri should still be ranked, whatever. LSU should not, but Oklahoma strength of record is so much better than Texas. And I think people are going to agree with me in the comments below. Let me know if you think otherwise. The only reason Red River mattered was because if Oklahoma split Alabama and then lost and then won against Ole Miss and against Mississippi, not Missouri and LSU, they would both Texas and Oklahoma would be a 9-3 team. That would trigger Red River. So Oklahoma avoided by just not losing to Florida. They won their games. They won the games they needed to win, which means they earned their spot. You can say they're fraudulent. Look at Alabama. You have the two fraudulent SEC teams that should not have been in the playoffs. They're going to battle it out. And I kid you not, it's going to be Oklahoma and Indiana. Whoever gets blown out by Indiana, you can say for once and for all who's the owner of the SEC. And mind you, Texas, you had 2 years. It's your year 2 of Texas, and you couldn't even beat Georgia. You beat Oklahoma, and you can't beat Georgia. So I don't have any sympathy for you. Even as someone who just unbiased wise as analysis, like yes, you guys should be over Oklahoma because of head to head. You still lost to Florida, and you still lost to Ohio State. You still lost to Georgia. And honestly, just like Alabama, 9-3 don't get you in. And even I'm sure even BYU could beat you on a neutral side, just because Brigham Young is the unfortunate victim of a system that was corrupt, and also the victim of playing the team that just owns the Big 12 entirely. So there's my two craps about it. Tulane, Ole Miss. This game right here, whatever you get, you're going to get a rematch. One of these is going to be a rematch from a rematch in history. The next one is going and then of course the other one is going to be a battle of the battle of the battle of mediocre. Because if you remember, Ohio State before 2021 never won a national championship since. So, for instance, Ohio State, the last time they won a national championship, done. They could not. They did. They that was like early 20, like probably when the 14 playoff was still in play. Since then, since the 12-team playoff has been implemented, they've not won it in 2021, 2020, 2022, 23, 24, and and then they won in 24. However, let me remind you guys, 2024 and 2023, the only reason they lost was a midnight win from Georgia, which is so heartbreaking to even remember. I'm going to push out that was a beautiful game, and then the worst game as well for Ohio State. And then of course they already had lost to Michigan 3 times in a row. So then they come in ready, win, and Michigan beats them, and you know the rest. Ohio State just decides they basically become Texas Tech right now, and they became the Texas Tech of this year. They just steamrolled the entirety of the playoffs. They destroyed Tennessee so badly. It made Tennessee have some level of sympathy. They destroyed Oregon so badly. It makes that first game look like they were just toying with. It was just a fluke. then they beat the out of Notre Dame so hard it made Notre Dame rethink maybe trying to join a conference. And what did I say? Join a conference, Notre Dame. I like you. I like your story, but you lost 2 games you lost 2 games early, just like out, and you 2 loss team. Despite that, you should be over and over Alabama, whatever. But you still lost to Miami. Miami to finish out, and the only reason you are out is because of that head-to-head. So I'm not gonna. I love you. You guys are beautiful. I love Notre Dame. Notre Dame's a good. I love them as a program. They're a nice underdog. They're the they're the beat the mat rug mat of the FBS level, but you do need to join a conference if you want to be able to have the argument. Because if you don't have any argument here, even though you had one last year, this year you do not have an argument, regardless of if you say you were in a conference or not. Even if you were in a conference, Miami would have still got over you. It's just because of the head-to-head. And I'm sorry the committee did not look at that earlier, but you still lost on the field, and the results are still there, and they are not going away. Can't erase that. Okay, so Notre Dame, see you next year. But you and BYU, good job. I love you guys. You guys get it awesome, and way to start your next year. Hey, if we get you guys in a bowl game, I don't. As long as you're gonna get a prestige bowl game either way, Notre Dame, and you earn every right to beat whoever you get. Anyways, Miami, like I said, A&M, Ohio State, mediocre teams. They're gonna rematch. They're gonna face each other, and we'll get to see how far A&M has come since beating the battered Aggie syndrome, even though it did happen. So there you go. Here's how to work. I got my own bracket, which we'll edit, and we're gonna do it for because I can't edit on here, so I can't do any full things. But for right now, here's what's gonna happen. I will this right here is who we got. You're going to I don't care if you have to argue 3 folds with it. It is what it is. We got a lot more to get to, so yeah. Give me a second. We are now going to go to the bowl games. So we'll close this out. We've got our bowl games. So the cricket. So let's go ahead and as we take a look at them. I'm going to take this, as you can see right here. I'm going to, as we keep going, I'm going to eliminate the teams that are not playing. I'm going to circle the teams that are playing in these first couple of bowl projections. So my pen out, keep my hat up. Let's go over it. So in the cricket bowl, I don't care about you. There's your cricket bowl. Our first major bowl. So we can now circle Washington, which I already had circled, and Boise State as well. Boise State and Washington will be locked in. They will be playing the. Oh, I can't believe it. No. Oh, Irish won't play in the postseason. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, Notre Dame is going to get an X. They can't play. They're not playing. So we will not see what happens. Whatever. New different video. Make that when we do the post, when we start getting ready for the postseason. We are in the postseason, but you know what I mean. So bucket up LA Bowl. That's funny. Boise State, Washington. Now this game could have happened, but had things gone differently. But this is the salute IS4S salute to Veterans Bowl, and this is going to be, and we can now we can circle Troy and Jacksonville State. Where did I put them at? Jacksonville State. I put them somewhere. There it is. So okay, so there's circle now. Then you have the staff NDA DNA Cure Bowl. This Cure Bowl. Old Dominion, South Florida. With this, not really a good matchup here. So, but we still have to do our job. So Old Dominion, they get circled here. South Florida will be also in. Veterans Bowl is the Louisiana and Delaware. So the battle for the state of actually that's kind of funny. It is the 60 pitchers bowl. I don't have those on here, but there you go. The oh my god. Oh my god. The Xbox Bowl. Okay, whatever. So we don't know the so Friday, and here we are. You have the famous Idaho. Wait, is that Utah and Washington? Those two do not. Whatever. So you can now put Utah State. Sorry, Utah State, Utah State, and then uh, Washington State. Where are they at? There they are. Class 7. So Washington State. You have your Bushes, whatever you have. Western Kentucky and Southern Miss. So rematch there. Hawaii, Cal. Who I took off by accident. Cal. Game above Northwestern, Central Michigan, and Northwestern. There you go. So where is Northwestern's there? Northwestern's there. Minnesota. We don't have any of those yet. Yukon and Army. So Army's now circled as well. Pop Tarts Bowl, we don't know. Miami, Ohio, Fresno State, there, correct. North Texas and San Diego State. So North Texas goes bowling, and San Diego State. Okay. We don't know, but we do know, and it is Missouri's going to be in the bowl game. LSU and Houston. Going to be a crappy game, but congratulations, Houston, and congratulations, LSU. Yeah, that game. Liberty, Tennessee, and Illinois. Music City Bowl. Like, Squid Tart. Squid Tart's going to rampage. Okay. Squid Tart's going to rampage, but whatever. Tennessee, Illinois. TCU, and USC. We got to keep going. TCU. Vanderbilt and I was gonna get killed. Alrighty, well, Iowa and Vanderbilt, they're gonna get killed. I was going to get killed by Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's already circled. At least they got their Hawaii Quest Bowl. Could have been. I wanted something better, but is technically this. They did get one of the New Year's Six bowls. So great job, you did it. Oh, oh, Texas. Oh, they are. The committee is mad at Texas. Oh, I can't wait for Bowl Mania. Welcome, Texas, to you. What happens when you when you can't beat Florida. Texas and where is Michigan? Michigan? There they are, Michigan. I knew I had them somewhere. All right, this game, Nebraska. Well, hate to break it to you guys, but this game this game is going to be one of the better ones after we get the distribution, but whatever. Round it out, whatever. Congratulations, Nebraska. And, of course, Utah as well. Congratulations, actual Utah. Navy, Liberty Bowl, Cincinnati, and Navy. So we now know that. So Cincinnati and Navy. And so we are right now, we are perfect for perfect here. So now there's still gonna be more bowl games, but we have bowl eligible teams. So I don't know why I'm circling them actually. So we got Tennessee, Vanderbilt. We got that one. We got Tennessee right, Vanderbilt right, North Texas right, USC, Navy, South Florida, Utah, Michigan, Texas, Missouri, Washington, LSU, TCU, Iowa, Cincinnati, Houston, Minnesota, Illinois, Nebraska, Yukon, Boise State, San Diego State, Utah State, Hawaii, Fresno State, Old Dominion, Troy, and Notre Dame declined. So we are perfect for perfect. So Mississippi, do we have them on here? Yes, we do. Mississippi State's right there, so we have them on there. That's correct. And other than that, there's your first Bowl Mania games. So the Holiday Bowl, which will be played, we'll see what everyone else does, and we'll see how the rest of the teams decide. But hey, we'll put you down here. All right, we got a lot more to do. We still got a lot more to talk about. Okay, so we can get rid of you. And it is time to do the others. We're going to do this properly. Okay, so sorry if this is a bit darker. Ready? We're going to do it together. We can now do it. There you go. There you go. Boom. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your playoff. JMU, Tulane. Actually, hold on. What I was going to do is the tightrope of death. This guy, the tightrope of death here, it has claimed the life of BYU. The playoff committee spoke their code today, and it got my Notre Dame. And then these two, the committee has spoken for you too, and your run's over. There you go. Hopefully that was fun for you guys. We're still not done yet. We still got a couple more. We got this to take care of. This is what I'm going to get to. We're going to do this because we have to show you guys. Let's see. College football win matchup. Okay. So, all right. So here's my preseason. This is my preseason bracket. And then, so here's the preseason bracket that I had. Then I had this one. I simulated the matchups. Yeah, I don't know. Why is it so short? I don't know why it's showing. There it is. Okay, so back to this. We're gonna now edit this out, and we're gonna go through it together. We're gonna show you guys on using data. We're gonna show you guys who would win. Alabama. So Bama. This now goes to IU, Indiana, IU. This goes to OSU. These stay the same. This stays. This becomes Ole Miss. So Miss. You have, sorry, Miss here. TAMU. Miami. Miami. And then 11 will be Tulane. So 2. There you go. So let's go ahead. Duplicate. All right, here we go. So now let's go ahead and pull up this. So so it's gonna start off with Miami and A&M. So we're gonna do those two first, 7 and 10. Go over here, 7 and 10 team first. We'll put Miami. Let me know this. Texas A&M. Miami. So we're gonna run it 3 times, and we'll take the best. We'll take the best result. Okay, so we're taking. Okay, so we're gonna do. I think this would be the. So actually, we're just doing this right now. So we're just doing this. We're gonna use this here. So there's your score. So Miami would in this. So Miami would beat A&M 24-21. And if we go down here, it did 788 simulations. There'd be 7.2%. There'd be 57 overtime simulations. I mean games where it went into overtime. A&M would win. What A&M won 391. They won by 53 by more than 20 points 53 times. Miami would win 397, so they won more simulations, so that would mean they would win by more points. So there's your reason, and so you can tell the numbers. it would be the average score. This would be the average score, and it would be within a field goal. Okay. So if we go back to here, we're going to go back to here, and A&M's run will come to an end. Format text, strike through, and then Miami will move up to here. So it'll be Miami and Ohio State. A rematch of the preseason of the first rankings, which they were 1 and 2. So it'll be a rematch it'll be a matchup that we would have seen in week 1. Week 2, these stayed the same. Obviously, yeah. So from there, now we get to Alabama, and so next up we're gonna get the 8 and 9 matchup. It'll be Alabama and OU. So Oklahoma, and then Alabama. So now this might be different because of the stats. So for teams that haven't done good, that win, but they win in weird ways, we're going to do 3 separate simulations. We're going to do simulation. We're going to simulate it 3 times in a row. And so, like, for instance, so it's teams that we know are good and shown they're good, and like undefeated teams and all that, like, we're just going to take that result. But this could get these. I'm not favorite here. It's just some of these types of games are going to be very differently because of the stats and stuff. So if it's going off of data, obviously Alabama would win every time. So, but it's not actually showing how it would look on the field. How it would be on the field would be a lot different than what the data shows. So we're just going to do it 3 times, and we'll take whatever happens. We'll take the best. We'll take the most consistent simulation. So Oklahoma and Alabama. We're gonna actually have all this. We're gonna go through it in depth. Should have done with Boba. So now, so the play-by-play. So actually, we're just going to. Okay, so here we go. So let's go down to the actual game itself. Let's see who the winner. We need to do 3 simulations, but we're going to take the highest one. We're consistent. The most, like I said, consistent would be the highest. So whoever keeps the higher score in consistency, we'll see. But 27 to 21. So the analytics, this would actually be realistic. Like Alabama's only favored by plus. Alabama's as an underdog is plus 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. So that would mean basically a touchdown difference. So I would see this happening. And again, that home field advantage matters. So let's go look at it. Let's see what happened between John Mateer and Heinsohn. So distance. So first down. So Alabama gets the ball first. Pass incomplete. So pass, run, 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 run. So that defense holds strong. So 39-yard punt return. So punt. So they punt. Run by John Mateer. Incomplete run. So punt. Pass. So touchdown, Isaiah Horton, 18-yard. So Alabama leads 7-0. Pass by John Mateer complete. Pass, run, run by Xavier Robinson. Turnover on down, so fumble for Oklahoma. Oklahoma fumbles. Yeah, so turnover down, punt. There it is, Komodo Dragon. First down, John Mateer, 11 yards touchdown to Jaron Kanek, tied at 7. So punt. So basically, Oklahoma leads 10-7. And look at this. Oklahoma leads 17-7, 17-14. Alabama tries to catch it, and it's still the same thing. Sando just kicks a field goal, 20-14. So then they go back and forth. So back and forth, 27-21, and then John Mateer ends the game with a game-winning touchdown. And then Ty Simpson, unfortunately, he does Ty Simpson and fails and cannot convert on fourth down, turnover downs. John Mateer, first down, no time left, game ends, ending the game. So looking at the matchup, holy crap, that is crazy. Well, we're gonna do it again, but just know that this is gonna be the same, probably because 158 overtime. Okay, yeah, we'll just move on. So player stats, take a look at the stats. We'll mainly looking at Ty Simpson. So right now the simulation showed Ty Simpson had 1 touchdown, 0 interception, averaged 7.5 yards, 263 yards running. Passes completed 65.7%. Completed passes, he did 23, and then had 35 average total touches on total touches. Whatever. I can't speak today. But most of the running came from James Miller, from James Miller. So there you go. Ty Simpson, not bad. Oklahoma passing, John Mateer, yards. This is the average you're gonna get. So they were wow. So they had the same passing. Wow. 1 interception. So there. So receiving, rushing, John Mateer, highest rusher. Tate Sendell would just easy. So we're gonna do it again, just because again, like I said, the analytics could be different. But we are going to just get rid of the show, the play-by-play, and we're gonna hide player stats, just because I don't want to read all that. So simulation again. Game over. This one's even worse. I would much rather have Alabama fan take the first one. So guess what? Oh, Oklahoma owns Alabama, and Norman wins again. So you can't make it up. That was twice in a row. Look, I'll do it time watch. Third time in a row, and I'll do it again. Ready? Gonna show the same thing. Oh, would you look at that? 21-14. Further proof, just so you don't get all gripey. Here you go. You would take 4 and it would take 4 simulations just to get this result. Anyways, we're going to come back to here because we can now cross out format text, strike through here, and of course OU will be facing Indiana. Now we get Oregon, we get Ole Miss, and we get Oregon. I mean Ole Miss and Tulane. You guys already know how this. You guys already know how this is going to go. It was nice knowing you, Tulane. It was nice knowing you, but see you later. And there you go. We'll just okay. Share this. And one of our sacrificial lambs is sacrificed to the god. Format text. Strike it. And now Ole Miss will get their shot at Georgia again. Now our prime game, which I don't get, it should be this game right here. This should be the prime game right here. But whatever gives, whatever it's scheduled, whatever, I don't care. Oregon, JMU, night game. It'll be, let's just go ahead and get out of the way. It's going to be, I'm going to even predict it myself. Oregon, James Madison. Give me 84. Give me like 34 to 20. Give me 34 to 15. Oh, wow, that's different. Okay, also, yeah, by the way, here, look at this. So James Madison comes close to scaring Oregon, but it's fine. You don't need to. Oregon still wins, but it's not as bad as Tulane. So I mean, there's a problem. They might be, the committee might be onto something like since when they scheduled this game. They might be onto something. We're not. We'll just keep this in the back of our minds. But still, either way, this doesn't change anything at all. This is kind of to be expected, but it is a bit shocking that it would be a closer game according to the computer. So now you'll get Oregon, and this game could be a pick'em right here. This could be a pick'em. This game is going to be a pick'em. All right, so now you have OU, Indiana, which would have been so. Yeah, I mean, look at this. You get OU, Indiana, Miami, or Ohio State. You get Georgia and Ole Miss. You get 3 rematch. You get two rematch. Sure. You get 1 rematch, and you get 3 fresh new games. So how this will work is we're gonna now have 9 and 8. So the 9. So we're gonna do number 9 out of OU taking on number 1 Indiana in the neutral site. And it'll be Miami. So you'll have the Cotton Bowl down here, Sugar Bowl, Rose Bowl. Sorry, you have the Rose Bowl, Cotton Bowl, Sugar Bowl, Fiesta Bowl. So let's go ahead and do this. So for the Cotton, actually we're just gonna do it in my order. The Cotton Bowl, we have. Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna fix this. The Cotton Bowl is going to be there'll be no home field advantage. So it's going to be Texas Tech, and then Oregon, let's simulate this. So Texas Tech 35 to 17. Cool. Let's go ahead and get the next one set up, which would be the Sugar Bowl, which would be OSU. Ohio State, and it would be Maina. Okay, we're going to do that there. So going back to here. So then TTU, they'll play. I'm sorry, so the second round, I'm sorry. So the second round, sorry, the bowl games don't happen until we get to here. My bad. So the second round is whatever. We'll just pretend, just forget us anything. So Texas Tech will go to the Cotton Bowl. There, done, perfect. So you have this game right. So this second round, so Texas Tech will move on to face in the Cotton Bowl. Wait, what? Who else is playing? I'm gonna go back to here for a second. I need to check some stuff. Oh, okay. So I got these all wrong. So Texas Tech wins the. So January 1st. So December 31st is the first one. Cotton Bowl. Okay. So if we go back to here, whatever. So this should be. We actually do know. All right, we're still gonna keep this here, but this is the Cotton Bowl. Wait. Hold on. This is the Cotton Bowl. So we do this first, then everyone else in order, whatever. So in order from highest to lowest. Okay, and then also, so you have here's the. So Rose Bowl, so Rose Bowl, Cotton Bowl, Sugar Bowl, and the Capital One Orange Bowl. Then you have the Chick-fil-A Bowl, and you have the Chick-fil-A Bowl and the Alamo Bowl, right? The New Year's Six. No, Fiesta Bowl. So then you have the Fiesta Bowl. So Fiesta Bowl is here, and then the Chick-fil-A Bowl is here. Okay, so whatever, we'll get to that. So we're gonna do Miami and Ohio State. We're gonna go here. We have it already set up. Let's go ahead and click play. No shot this would even happen. This is just too good. They're too good of a team. Ohio State vengeance 41-27. So going back to here. So now we get to the Sugar Bowl. We get to the Rose Bowl, and that'll be Indiana, Oklahoma. Okay, so again, we're just gonna do this here. We'll make it two this time. We'll do two. All right, we're gonna keep the same thing. We'll say whatever happens, we'll do three, but if we get two of the same results, that'll be it. So first round goes Indiana 37-27. Now it's Oklahoma in overtime again. So now Oklahoma goes 27-20. Okay. So this will be it. Whoever wins this time is gonna move on. 27-17. Indiana will move on. I'm just thinking about my rules. So unfortunately, I said they're going to be a close game than most people think, but Oklahoma will Oops. Unfortunately, they will be falling short, but they still got to the semifinals. They beat their rival Alabama technically. So yeah, but who could have guessed this would be the same thing here? So now you're going to get this. So now you're going to get this right here, which is this is a rematch, and this will be the so we're gonna go to here, and we're gonna go Ole Miss here, Georgia. (35-23), Georgia wins. So unfortunately, nothing changes, which makes sense. So UAG. So rematch to a new matchup, but a rematch of 2023's New Year's Six bowl game. And so now we can go ahead and do this. So the Fiesta Bowl and Chick-fil-A Bowl. Here we go. So we're gonna go up here, Ohio State and Georgia. We're gonna make so first team, see what happens. Put them in the wrong. Oh, I didn't. I put them in. Anyway, this shouldn't matter. So we're gonna put. So this is neutral site. So I think it's still considering home field advantage. We're just going to assume it is because I don't think this is how this would. This is not the score you would expect. Like this should be a lot closer than this. So we'll take. Let's see what happens if Georgia wins again. I guess it's just what I. Okay, 31-10. That's a bit more reasonable. So we go on here, and there. Take this one, even though Georgia wins. We'll take it because seems like what I would expect from these games. So, which means the shock upset, Ohio State will not be going, and based on this format here, it will not be going back to back championship. And Georgia will face in Atlanta the winner of this in the Chick-fil-A Bowl between Indiana and Texas Tech. So let's go back here one more time. We're gonna do it here. So Indiana, Texas Tech. We'll also do 3, I guess. 35-13. 45 done. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it is not going to be a rematch of the original playoff. It is not going to be a rematch of anyone, actually. It's going to be a brand new championship. Georgia, Indiana. We're going to come here in Miami. We're going to do Indiana here. We go G, Georgia. 3 simulations. Here we go. I don't know why I held it for. 3. First one, 27. Indiana wins. Georgia wins. Finally, boom. I kind of expect this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds. I don't know why I moved that. Here you go. 2026 national champions. It's going to be Indiana. So according to this projection here, it is going to be Indiana to win it all. Yeah, I'm very happy for Oklahoma, as you can tell. We're gonna win. If anything shows us, the data shows us Oklahoma's going to win and against Alabama. We'll see. We'll see you guys for the big game. on actually within I think in 2 weeks. You guys need to be able to see me. There you are. So, well, there you have it. The postseason begins. It's all about win and win and survive. So, anyways, see you guys for what's gonna happen with the final with Bowl Mania. We'll see you in the postseason. The regular season is over, ladies and gentlemen. Notre Dame, just like Vanderbilt, a rebel who we actually hate, except for Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt got screwed. BYU got screwed. I'll see you later.